wore a withered hat and a worn-out grin, like nothing in the world could ever break him. Dust on his boots, sunset in his eyes. He carried every storm beneath the wide blue skies. The fence posts lean, the cattle roam, but every trail still led him home. He learned that strength wasn't standing tall. Sometimes it meant answering the hardest call. The prairie wind knew every prayer. The silence held the weight he'd bear. He'd tip his hat when the day was done, thanking God for another rising sun. They say a cowboy never lets them see the tears he hides, but every heart has battles no one sees inside. Cowboys don't cry alone anymore. They got brothers knocking on the cabin door. When the night gets cold and hope burns low, real strength is letting someone know. Every scar has a story worth telling. Every burden grows lighter when it's shared. The strongest hands are the ones that reach when another soul is beyond their feet. Know the bravest thing cowboys ever known is learning he doesn't have to ride alone. He lost a friend beneath the crimson sky, never found the words to ask him why. Since that day he's made a promise true, to listen when someone says they're not pulling through. Coffee on the porch before first light, talking through another sleepless night. Some wounds fade slow like winter snow, but healing starts when hearts let go. He found that courage wears many names. Not every victory comes with fame. Sometimes heroes never make the news. They're the ones who help when others lose. The strongest rope is made from many strands, and no one should carry life with empty hands. Cowboys don't cry alone anymore. They got brothers knocking on the cabin door. When the night gets cold and hope burns low, real strength is letting someone know. Every scar has a story worth telling. Every burden grows lighter when it's shared. The strongest hands are the ones that reach when another soul is beyond their feet. Know the bravest thing a cowboy's ever known is learning he doesn't have to ride alone. If your world feels heavy as a mountain range and tomorrow seems too far away, there's no shame in calling out a name, no weakness in asking someone to stay. The stars weren't meant to shine by themselves. Every fire needs another flame. Hope grows stronger side by side. Love can heal what pride can't hide. So let the old guitars keep playing, let the church bells softly ring. May every lonely heart remember there's still a reason left to sing. Lay your burdens by the old oak tree. Let grace become your company. No trail is too long, no valley too deep for hearts that choose to walk in peace. Oh, cowboys don't cry alone anymore. They're surrounded by hearts worth fighting for. When the sunrise paints the open plains, it reminds us healing follows pain. Raise your head toward the morning light. You were never meant to lose this fight. Hope rise with every brand new dawn. Love keeps carrying us along. If you're tired, if you're worn, if you're barely holding on, there's a place beside this fire. Until the hurting's gone, the strongest cowboys have always known. The road is easier when you don't ride alone. So if you see a lonely rider watching another setting sun, pull up a chair beside the fire. Say, friend, you've always got someone. Because legends aren't remembered for never shedding tears. They're remembered for the lives they lifted through the heart